And what's up, everybody? This is your host, Brandy J, with Back in the Day right here on Spreaker. What is going on, guys? Let's see. We got something that has popped up on the screen here. It said, why don't you go ahead and invite some people over? Should we do that? Should we? Maybe we should, huh? Well, let's do that. And anywho, back to you guys. Thank you once again for tuning in. And this is Back in the Day with your host, Brandy J. All right. So, today, guys, right here on Back in the Day. Sorry, I was a little distracted by that, the little post here. It's never done it before, but, maybe, just maybe, I could send something out. What do you guys think? What social site should we do today? Let's go with, how about Swellcast? Should we send it over to Swellcast or Waveful? Let's give it to Waveful. Yes, guys, that is a social media app where it's very interactive. I wouldn't compare it to like a Facebook or something of the sort, but when I say that, it's like a social like app, and you can create your, a group, a brand, build your, your following, and it just has a whole different theme to it. It's called Waveful. Very engaging. Check it out. The response that you are seeking, you will receive, because people are very engaged over there and very much into authentic creativity, authentic content that comes from talent and effort and appreciation for the listeners and audience and viewers and supporters. All right? Yes, Waveful. Waveful. Go and check it out. Okay? And we are moving right along. So guys, today right here, we're gonna be going back in the day and talking about, I'm Brandy J, and I was born in 1978, so I'm a Xer, right? Gen X, yeah, that's what I am. And we're the best, right? Because I know for me, 80s and the 90s were the shit. You're not gonna hear anyone say any different. Okay, that was a good. Anybody that knows around that time, that was amazing music, energy, just all around a great feel for life compared to where we are now today, and the times that came afterwards, and the things that had changed. I mean, we've always had stuff going on, and not everyone has the best times growing up or in their life. We know this, but we're just talking about those specific eras and how they were individually for us, or what was going on, even not just individually, but the style, what was happening during those times. Comparing them to now, it just makes for a good conversation, and also touches on a lot of things that we got away from that we really, really should take a look at. But let's go ahead and jump right into it, because I want to get into some of the games I like to play, and I like to talk about these things because kids don't be going outside really anymore. And if they are outside, it's out there. Outside, they have a tool with them. They have a phone, have something. Everybody does, though. Everybody does. No matter what kind of engagement you're in, it could be so interactive and engaging, but you still got that phone, right? Right. But I remember back, even when we weren't in school, sometimes we get chalk and do this on the sidewalk at home, play hopscotch. That game is still popping, by the way. Tetherball was my shit. Okay, everybody was like, And the crazy thing about tetherball is so competitive, because you better not grab that rope. It's called no ropies. And you just got to hit it back and forth. So everybody had their set of different rules with the line. You can't cross over. And I mean, I was great at it. I also had a tetherball pole at home too. Yeah, we'll get into that a whole other episode, right? But yes, tetherball was legit the shit. And I don't even know if kids even know what the hell to do with a tetherball these days. But it would be nice if someone gave it some thought and said, get these fools some tetherballs and stuff so they can exercise but also get some aggression out and do something that's, I mean, way more than what's going on now. Okay? This is not, it's just giving me, uh, you know, what word, robo brain, AI brain, just fried, right? So fried the AI done stole your identity and now it's doing running around being you. And you're useless now because guess what? You're human. Too much work for them. You kind of gave technology everything and it gave you what? You know, messed with you, gave you little dopamine effects here and there, because that's what this all is. But did you benefit from it? You best still while you still have it. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, I loved tetherball. I did. It was so competitive. People always cheated when they grabbed the rope. That's when you know they can't play. They just can't. The other day, me and a friend were talking about skating and how his brother just recently went with some of their family members to the skating rink. I didn't know if people still did that, but that shit is lit because me and I had these friends that the same friend growing up that we would always go like every other weekend. That one of my friends' dad would take us all the time. We went to roller skating land or Sweetwater, and it was so awesome. The energy, skating backwards, forwards, whatever, the music. If you know about skating and skating rink, then you know what's up, right? No, I don't mean ice skating or whatever. Let's talking about straight up going to the roller skating uh, function or a place, actually a place, and you go. Kind of like an ATL when we see that movie ATL, yeah, It's an inside place where you go for young people and hang out and get your skate on and be grooving, okay, to all the hottest musics and the time my era, we was listening to some slamming stuff, so roller skating land was the shiznit. I would love to go see what it's about right now. I think young people would benefit from that and they would love it, but they think they're so cool. And it probably some injuries because they'll be on their phone and shit, so I don't know if they're really that bright enough to really do both. No pun intended or disrespect, but I mean, you do the math. Try it out sometime. Stay away from them three wheelers though until you know, can focus and all. But carrying right along, and parents, take your kids skating. Like, do something. Like, what are you doing? I know you're working and doing all that great stuff, but what are you doing? Like, is it so out of style? Like, oh, you don't do that anymore. You don't do that. Well, what do they do now? I'll wait. Call me. Leave a message. What do they do now that is more productive or more like, oh, more in style than that shit that went very well? But these days, you just don't know because people always like to F up the party, so you just don't know how things can just go wrong. Human beings, I tell you. But wouldn't it be a great thing if we actually started doing things that we used to do that were more productive or fun and bring it back versus being followers, so-called trendsetters? That style, it's out of date, following the people that charge us an arm and a leg for the new trends, and we just think that's in versus thinking like, you know what? We should bring this back. Like, start thinking for yourself. You be the initiator of the times and the trends or whatever. But it's like we just were like programmed, like computers. Like we just go with the next new, It's weird, sad. Be a thinker. Most of you guys think you are. I promise you, you're not. We can do that in a whole other different type of podcast, right? Because I'm here for it. Because thinking is something else that we used to do back in the day. But hey, we'll get to that too. Tag, Foursquare, kickball. Are your kids playing these days? Are they playing them in school? If not, you're lame. They're not out. Kids need to exercise. Stop fighting. Stop bullying. If there's something better they're doing, please let me know. But if it's that phone, then yeah, you need to go outside too, parent. Go take your ass outside too. Put your phone down. No, no, no. You ain't at work all the time. You sit down and take shit sometime. You have dinner. You do things to do that thing. Or you just don't feel like it. Okay, I get it. I get it. I'm just saying. Yikes. So sad. Damn, AI seem to have more personality and ideas these days. What the hell's going on here? But, I don't know, guys. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What kind of candies and treats and stuff did you guys like have back then? You know how like right now, you notice like with candy, like candy bars like Snickers kind of just stayed there. Twix just stayed there. And there's others, Reese's Pieces. Now you can find a Mr. Good bar, but people just don't be like, oh, Mr. Good bar. You just have to see it, right? I'm gonna tell you right now, Mr. Good bar was and is my favorite candy bar. My sister loved the whatchamacallits, right? Every day before school, my dad, I go to my dad, he pick me up, go to his house, he make my breakfast and my lunch, because I had, home lunch. My dad would make every day, big breakfast. I'd watch cartoonies and stuff, and then I'd walk, when it's time for me to walk to school, because I had moved the other side of town with my mom and stepdad. So yeah, we'll talk about that great time in my life, another episode that I had. But I would always stop at the store on the corner of Swire Brothers and pick up some now laters, different flavors, and take them to school. Had a crush on Jesus, so I always made sure he asked for now. I was like, hey, Jesus, right? And then with the whole lunch thing, I definitely going to cover that on the next episode about back in the day and how I operated with my home lunch and how people just couldn't wait to see who can get to me first to get a certain thing that I had in my lunch that I never ate. Didn't do it because I wanted friends. I had friends. I was with the in crowd, okay? Nice try. But, next. Next. But yeah, and we had a sweet shop, like places like around the corner where they always like sold candy. And I swear, I think to this day it's still there, right? I'm like 45. Uh-huh. It's true. Looking good, too. Looking good. But yeah, I never liked milk, ever in life. Still don't. And, you should either. That's a different podcast, though, that I'm definitely going to cover. Because I think it did a lot of things that we shouldn't have been letting it do because we didn't know any better. But back in the day, we were kids. We're not kids anymore. It's time to be more accountable. Do your research. Be more preventive. Be more, like intentional in yourself. Right? Right. And so that we can do better and start having our youth be more engaging and intentional in their health and mental and all that. Right? Versus letting things build up and then bam, later on, oh, here you go. Right? Let's teach them differently. Let's get them going now so they can help themselves and one another. But, it's another reason why I love this back in the day thing, because I can also pick up and hit on some of those very things that maybe not all of us acknowledged, had, or remembered, or whatever it may be, but it's something to think about because we just seem to always move along with the times. Oh, it's a new time now. It's a new time. Like, you can't think for yourself. Like, you better get along with the times. Catch up. We're doing this now. Who's weird, right? For example, like with this AI crap, and this digital, all this stuff, you better know it's a new time now. Don't worry, everybody's scared. This is what we doing now. Who's we? You know what I mean? There's so many people without even thinking, like, how many ways could this go wrong? We don't ever think about that shit, ever. During history, when things go wrong, it's just history to us. But when it's actually going on, we don't even think it's going on. We're like, yeah, right, that's not happening. And you never do anything about it. And then you go right back into it again, not even thinking, because the human mind doesn't think. It's used to just following orders and not thinking or doing for itself. And if you think I'm lying, then I'll wait. You know where to find me. Right here, back in the day, Spreaker. Until next time, this is your host, Brandy J. Follow, subscribe, share, and all that, and then some. And if you would like to be a guest and talk about your era, you Gen Z, X, whatever you may be, millennial, baby boomer, you're more than welcome. Peace.